Hi, this is Chris, and I want to start a series on how to show support for your partner's suit. Let me start with a caveat. In the event that anything that I have in these videos in this entire series conflicts with what your regular instructor in a supervised class is telling you, go with what the instructor is teaching the class, because that's where you're going to find your partners, and you want them to have been taking the same instruction, learning the same things, and doing things the same way as you do, so that you have partnership understanding. And it doesn't do you a lick of good to know every convention in the world if your partner doesn't know them and you're not on the same page. You'll end up with a mess. So please try to be a member of a regular class. If you can't do that, then hopefully these videos will be better than just sitting down at a bridge table and having three people trying to tell you how to do things, which is also a mess, especially if you go into a club where you have a mixture of all sorts of players playing all sorts of systems and all sorts of flights in an open game. It's the way I learned, and I can tell you that I'm just now, after 30 plus years, starting to figure out all the stuff that I didn't know and the sequences that I should have learned early and didn't. And now I have to go back and plug in all the holes. So don't do that. Try to get an instructor and learn it right from the beginning. And again, if you can't, then these videos should help to supplement whatever you can get out of the books you're reading and whatever else you're doing to try and learn the game. Here in part one, we're going to be giving basic instruction at the novice/beginner level. Probably you've seen things done a little bit differently than this, but if you go back in time, before all these fancy new ways of doing things came into vogue, this was kind of the way that most people did things. And we got better at it over time and developed better systems. But when you're starting, this is a very good, simple, effective way to have a bidding understanding with your partner and get on with it and get to a contract so that you can practice the play and defense of a hand. That's where you want to spend most of your time, at least 3 to 5 times as much study on declare a play and then defense as you put into studying bidding in the beginning, especially, because the whole point of bidding is just to get to a contract that's reasonable where you're going to declare or defend, and then comes what most people consider to be the fun part, where you actually have to use your brain to analyze everything and do the best you can to come out with the best result. So keep the bidding simple at first. Trust me, as time goes on and as these videos progress, you will learn lots of other systems of bidding to show support for your partner. But initially, keep it as simple as possible. And this method I'm about to teach you is about as simple as you can get to show the partner, I have support for your suit, I like it, and by the way, here's the limit of my hand. You'll see this again and again, but remember that the purpose of bidding is to figure out what's trump and how high are we going to go in this auction. As part of that process, you're looking to see how well your collection of 13 cards meshes with your partner's collection. The idea is to try and find fits of 8 cards or more in a suit between your hand and your partner's hand. For example, in the majors, 8 cards in spades or 8 cards or more in hearts is a nice fit. That's enough for you to play the contract in that strain, or in other words, in hearts or in spades. One final thought as we proceed with these contract bridge bidding videos showing how you tell partner you have a fit for his suit. Unlike declare, play, or defense, which involve logic, puzzle solving, and other skills that are primarily mathematic, logic, etc., bidding is different. Bidding is a language. And this language consists of exactly 15 words, and you are not allowed to use tone, inflection, emphasis, body language, or anything else to communicate other than those 15 words, arranged in an order and with internal codes that you use depending on where they appear in an auction. Your opponents are entitled to know how your language works, and you are required to tell them, sometimes if asked, most of the time even if not asked. So please, in contract bridge bidding, think in terms of language skills more than analytical skills, and you'll be just fine.